A live look now from Miami. Wow, certainly looks picture perfect there, but it can be deceiving. It's a balmy 43 degrees there right now, and the temperature is expected to drop again tomorrow. And wow, parts of North Florida even saw snow yesterday.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are dealing with it, and it's interesting because, you know, those areas don't see it ever. I know Charleston was, you know, all over Facebook, people.
Just as impactful for them to see that amount of snow in those areas as it is for the Northeast to see the amount that they will see today, because it's all relative in terms of what you're used to. Lake Okeechobee area, so just north of Miami, they've got wind chill advisories in effect because their feels like numbers are down in the 20s today. Interestingly enough, we have wind chill advisories, but because it's all relative, our wind chill advisories are because it feels like minus teens or 20s. So it really, there are some advisories, watches, and warnings which are dependent on the area based on what you typically see, as opposed to any kind of general threshold that's applied to everybody. So interesting that they're dealing with the same sorts of advisories we are. Very different temperature situation, though. In the Northeast is the area that's being really hammered, though, for today as that storm system works up the coastline. We've got blizzard warnings along the coast of the Delmarva Peninsula, as well as Jersey, as well as Long Island, as well as the Cape. I mean, we're talking about intense winds plus the intensity of that snow that's coming down, and those two things combined are what make it so very difficult. We could see snowfall totals upwards of a foot, maybe even two in some spots of New England. What we're looking at here is our wind chill advisory, and we also have a winter storm warning in effect for LaPorte County. A little bit lower threshold here, advisory territory for Porter County, and that's all because of lake effect snow. Could be some pretty hefty snowfall totals from the lake effect that's just going to keep on going for those folks today. Our temperature situation is cold. We're at -7 McHenry, -7 Aurora, -5 DeKalb, -1 for Joliet, -2 Waukegan, and 1 degree around O'Hare. Wind chills coming in at 20 below for McHenry, DeKalb, and Ottawa, 17 below Kankakee, 16 below for O'Hare and also for Midway. I've got a high today, which is just going to be at 9. So we're back into the single-digit high temperature territory. 7-day planner takes us out with highs that are going to stay below that 20-degree threshold all the way through Saturday. That will bring us to 12 consecutive days of that, but then we'll break that string on Sunday with some snow-y. What we're looking at weather watcher-wise today is a temperature of about 8 degrees. This one's coming in from Rob Paracella. He's over in Burbank. I've got a temperature of 7 up here. This one from Elton Isley. He's in Schaumburg. And then I've got a 15-degree temperature. This tells a different story. Almost all my weather reporters this morning are reporting lots of sunshine, but not Nancy Eddy. She's in LaPorte. She's in the lake effect zone reporting snow and sending this picture, which essentially just looks like a bunch of white, but that's what it looks like in LaPorte. Remember, they're under that winter storm warning, which is in effect through 6 a.m. on Friday. Could see an additional 3 to 6 inches of snow, all of the lake effect variety, but nothing coming in off the lake right here. First of all, it's frozen in many areas, and you can see that clearly. It's also quite cold out there, but sunny. We have got all kinds of warnings and advisories littering the state of Florida for cold, and then we work up to wind chill advisories that extend all the way along the eastern seaboard. When you look up into the Northeast, though, that's where we've got all kinds of blizzard warnings, winter storm warnings, all related to this system as it continues to pound up to the north. Lots of snow with this. It deepened quickly and rapidly and created a very hardy environment for snow and wind, and those things combined along the coastline, plus some beach erosion, creating those blizzard-like conditions across a good chunk of the Northeast. So if you have any travel plans out there today, that may or may not happen. What we're looking at here is a wind chill advisory in the light blue that's up with us through noon. So we only have about another 40 minutes of that, and then should be out of the advisory criteria. As I said, winter storm warning here in LaPorte County, and a winter weather advisory in Porter County. That winter weather advisory, because you guys will get a little bit of snow, but not as much as LaPorte County. That continues again through 6 o'clock, and they do have that lake effect right now. 9 degrees currently at Midway, 4 for Aurora, 4 McHenry, 1 DeKalb, 12 degrees for Gary, and about 15 for Valparaiso. Wind chills coming in at -14 Aurora, -13 DeKalb, -7 for O'Hare and for Midway, and 3 below around Gary. Looking at what's going to happen today, lots of sunshine, but also the bitter cold, high of just 9, northwesterly wind from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, mostly clear and cold again, dropping to -2, northwesterly wind 5 to 10. And then tomorrow, it's maybe maybe a degree better. Maybe we'll see the double digits, but just looking for like 10 tomorrow. This, by the way, is day 10. We're going for day 12, likely by the time it's all said and done, of temperatures 20 degrees. Minus 20 degrees. We're talking about not even hitting 20 now for 12 days in a row. It's almost 2 straight weeks, guys. It does look like we'll break that string on Sunday, and I think that will be a welcome change. Even though we could see some snow on Sunday, 33 degrees. Are you kidding me? It's like 30 degrees warmer than we've been feeling out there.
I am going to make us some daiquiris.
I'm going to wear shorts and a t-shirt.
We will celebrate.
We will shovel with daiquiris. I
That'll be
like
great.
that plan. Like tropical.